I had a client who was struggling to hit 5K months in her business, even though she had a strategy and even though she was a really hard worker. And what a lot of women don't understand, and what I look for in my work and diagnosing the root of these different blocks, is what is the underlying belief or the underlying fear in her case. So she actually had a fear of success because she didn't trust herself to fully deliver. So if she had made a 5K sale, she was then intimidated about not believing in herself and her offer, her ability to provide that, disappointing the client, letting them down, feeling more embarrassed or more ashamed. And so energetically and unconsciously, this was then causing her to actually block it from happening in the first place. And I see this a lot because if we don't feel safe to receive our desire, we're not going to have it. Like, we will end up sabotaging in any possible way. So this meant she was still working hard. She was putting her offer out there. She'd get inquiries. She'd get on sales calls. She'd have people who were like keen and wanted to pay her, but something within her would shift. And so she'd kind of mess up the sales call, or she'd back out, or say she didn't have room for it, or whatever it was. She just didn't feel okay to receive. She didn't trust herself to have success and have what she wanted. Now, I could go into a long story of where this stems from, and we all have these things, and it always leads back to childhood somewhere. In her case, this was particular trauma from a caregiver and family member, and just the way they talked down to her whole life and always made her feel like she wasn't good enough. And so this is what translated into her business. She then kept that belief, and her sense of self and her identity was shaped around that belief. So once we did some work with energy healing and hypnosis and reprogramming those subconscious beliefs, creating safety in her body so that she could trust herself, and basically creating a new image of how she saw herself, which is seeing the successful 5K sales, delivering, clients are celebrating, they're so excited about their success, so that she's providing what she's offering and like exceeding expectations, and the celebration, the joy, the peace, the gratitude, the like, oh my God, this is my life. Once we anchored that into her body, her subconscious, and her energetic field, she was manifesting these dream clients so easy. So if you have been hustling, whether you're trying to reach 5K months, 10K, 20K, beyond, if your effort is going, but your reality isn't matching that, and you're not seeing the results that you want, I guarantee there is something in your subconscious or in the energetic realms, those subtle little things that you might not be aware of because you've just carried it for so long, that is the reason you can't reach that goal. But once you uncover that and rewrite it and reprogram it and reconnect to that successful identity and normalize her, your results will collapse in. That reality will collapse in so quick, and it'll feel natural, easy, joyous, and you will thank me. I guarantee it.